Well, guys, I ain't made a video in a while, so I figured today, since the sun's out and yesterday was so windy, good gosh, you couldn't made a video if you wanted to here. Wind was blowing crazy from that direction, and as you can tell, we got pollen everywhere. So, this car actually was washed a couple of days ago and is now covered with pollen. But this little car, 93 Z28. The car runs actually great. 6-speed car. And just put brand new tires on it, front and rear. It had another set of tires that another set of wheels and tires I will show you shortly. And y'all can understand why I took those off and put these on. But these Corvette wheels we had actually bought at swap meet some years back. And, the wheels would actually fit on this car really good, so we just put new tires on, as you can tell. But it's not a bad car. I have not driven the car since I put new tires on it. As you can tell, you can still see it's not even been up and down the road, but it does have brand new brakes, new struts, new brake lines. What else has been done? It's got a Hearst shifter in it. This car is going to be for sale. I was actually thinking about keeping the car. It's only got 140,000 miles on it. New radiator, new water pump, OptiSpark. It's got BBK headers on it. As you can tell, new struts, new sway bar links, K&N cold air, new clutch, pressure plate, throwout bearing. I've drove the car before with the other wheels I'm fixing to show y'all, and the gentleman I bought it from, he actually said it had gears in it, in which I believe him, but it was just hard to tell with the wheels and tires it had on it then. But the air conditioning, everything still works like it should in this little car. But and it's got new exhaust on it. It's got Flowmasters. I might put those tips on there. But these were the wheels that were on the car. So it's hard to tell if a car's got gears in it when that's what you got. So I was gonna sell these wheels and tires separately, and I posted them, and they do have new 22-inch tires on them, which I just sold this car with these wheels on it. And but this car, it's getting picked up Friday. And but yeah, these were the wheels and tires that were on that car. So as you can tell, that's why I took them off. And I'm not a big wheel fan by any means, but y'all can go back through the old videos on this car from where its beginnings here was, and why I originally bought it was to put that drivetrain in my 64 Malibu Wagon. Chose against it, and then I bought this car, and I was like, well, I'll put this 400 in that car. But turns out that little car runs actually really great. I put new tires on it, new brakes, that little car actually runs great, and it's for sale as well. Out of the cars right now, that one's sold. Of course, T-Bone the ramp truck. I see that that's a fad now. Everybody on YouTube and everybody's selling their ramp trucks, and I see that Vice Grip and Finnegan and everybody's getting rid of theirs, but I don't see that happening with mine. It's got 90,000 original miles on it. 454. It runs great. I actually been driving it as my everyday driver here lately. Kind of stopped driving the old white Buffalo there for a while, because that thing requires 93 octane because the heads are a really small combustion chamber head on it, and it does not like low octane fuel. So that thing's just kind of been sitting there, where that 454 actually 87 it's fine with. But yeah, that's the old Tempest right here. If anybody's interested in this thing, it is for sale. Did put new brake lines on it, new wheel cylinders, and those were the rallies that were actually on the car. It had 5. There was a spare in the trunk, but this little thing actually runs great. We took it to a Cars and Coffee the other Saturday, and we just left it on the truck. It was one of those things that kind of, I wouldn't say been a hassle to unload, but hey, I didn't post it for sale there. It was just one of those things that was just fun to do. It was about 35 miles from the house, and so we loaded it up and took it and had a good time. A bunch of good people out there. But came back, and somebody actually bought that car that day, actually. But this little car, as all the other videos, it runs great. It's just one of those things. I think it looks better. Not that I would, it's not my style, but hey, the wheels I had that I was never going to do nothing with, and I needed a set of wheels to put on this car, so I think it turned out pretty good. So, but back to this thing. If anybody's interested in it, like I said, it's 93, 6-speed car. I really hadn't cleaned it up much. I mean, it needs a good inside cleaning. The only thing, and it's a hardtop car, it's not a T-top car. And the miles, what was it? 147,000. But the only thing that does not function on the car is the power windows, in which were notorious for going out. I just sold a 98 model, and it had one that was going out as well. But like I said, this would be somebody wanted to buy it, they could fly here, drive this thing back. It is all brand new brakes, like I said, new wheel bearings in the spindles. Of course, they were bolt-in wheel bearings, new studs for the wheel studs, new sway bar links. Once again, air conditioning works perfect. Just a really solid old car. I'll get in there and crank this thing up. I tried to find these keys to move it earlier because I sold that little Honda Genesis, and my fat butt was sitting on the keys. So, but she runs good, no check engine lights, anything like that. good motor. It just got a real bad rap for that optic mark, but had a lot of power. They were quick little cars. Had a ton of Corvettes that had these motors, and Camaros, Firebirds. They all ran good. Like I said, it's got a Hirsch short throw shifter in it. I know it's dirty. It needs a good bath. Like I said, we had some. I think last night it got down to 20s. I say about 27, 28 degrees. And today I was thinking it was going to be a terrible day and be cold, but it actually has turned out to be a very nice day. No wind blowing. So, a good Alabama, you know, March day. That nose right there, as you can tell, it's kind of busted up. It was previously busted up and was hidden by some real shoddy bodywork. And when I bought it, I actually brought the car home on that car trailer there, and I'd left this cable for the winch. It was taut at the time. I mean, it was sticking up because I'd winched it pretty tight, and then I was going to drive, just put the ramps down and drove it right up on here. When I did, I hit the front nose of it, and it busted it down, which was already previously damaged, but it will need a new nose on it. But I mean, it is definitely drivable, but it's one of those things. It's gonna need a nose. But other than that, the body is in really good shape. Transmission, like I said, I've got all the paperwork where the gentleman had actually done all the work to it. But it was actually a pretty neat car. I liked it because it was a hard top and a 6-speed. And once again, all that work had been done to it as well. So it makes for a really, really good driver. So, if anybody's out there interested in this thing, let me know in the messages. Ask for my phone number or whatever. But that car's for sale. The Tempest, of course, it's for sale. I've got both of them on Marketplace, and my 64 Wagon, I might be putting it up for sale. I think I want to put those rallies on it first and put some skinnies on it, and see what it looks like that route. And a good friend of mine, they've got a set of lowering spindles I'm gonna buy from them and put on there and put disc brakes on it. But at that point, I don't know if I'm gonna get the motor that's in there running or just throw another motor over in it or let somebody else fool with it to get it to that point. But cosmetically, I'm gonna get it looking better than what it is now. But it is gonna be for sale as well. Not sure what car I want after that. That made my mind up, but got way too many projects that I don't get around to. So but the old Tempest is definitely a good solid car. Somebody could actually buy that car and drive it home as well. So a small block Pontiac, has a 400 automatic in it. I don't know what kind of exhaust, it's dual exhaust, but little car runs out. Transmission shifts great, runs down the road great too. But there's these are rallies right here. There's a set of brand new rallies. They're the skinnies. There's tires for them. And these, that's the other one. I think these are 15 by 8 rallies. Of course, that's a Cosmo. So there's a couple wheel options on that 64 wagon. I don't know if I want to put I think these are 15 by 7s there, I do believe. Rallies. And they're brand new tires on these things. And I think these might look just as good on the back and the skinnies on the front on that car, but I don't think I'm going to get to it today as far as pulling it out and putting them on there. I think when I go to that much trouble, I'm just going to go on and swap the spindles over and put all the front brakes on it. But as far as the disc brake conversion and run a dual pot master cylinder on it, I don't think I'm going to go with power brakes on it, because it's not a power steering car and just more shit to run. So I think whoever gets it long term, they can do whatever they want to with it, but I think for now I'll just get it where it moves and stops on its own, and then it can be somebody else's prize. But it's not a bad old car. I mean, the window does roll up, of course it is down, but it does function. Probably wouldn't hurt it if I let it up. At least it's gonna be a long video. Letting this damn window. So got my workout for the day. But once again, this little thing's got the original motor. We ran the numbers on it. It was a factory power pack 4-barrel car, but little 283, but it still has the original motor for the car in it. So it's locked up. It is way locked up. So that was my thing, is do I want to take that thing apart and see if I can get it unfrozen and kind of backyard rebuild it. Don't know. So the Power Glide I'm not worried about, because I have the receipts where that Power Glide was rebuilt in, I think it was 1977, for like $175. So hey, pretty sure that is still golden. But it's a neat old car. But like I said, all jokes aside, I'm pretty sure, you know, transmission's got to be going through. 10-bolt back in, I'm pretty sure it's fine. But it is going to be for sale. I've been offered some money for it. I just didn't take it. So I don't know. I might take it now if I was offered that again. I don't know, because I really don't know what my next project car is going to be. But hey guys, I know this was a long one, but I hadn't made one in a while, so I was making up for lost time. But hope y'all like and subscribe. But if y'all interested in any of those 3 cars, Cosmo is not for sale. But if y'all interested in those, let me know. And as always, thank y'all for watching and be safe. Y'all have a good one. See ya.